Louisiana beer reviews. Asahi Super Dry. Now, Asahi Super Dry was introduced in 1987. This brand is only 24 years old. But the brewery was established in Tokyo, Japan in 1889. And by the 1980s, sort of a struggling brewery, much like, say, Stroh's or Pabst. And their flagship brand was a beer called Asahi Gold. But they developed this dry beer, which is fully attenuated lager, which means all the sugar, almost all the sugar, is turned into alcohol. And from what I was reading, I can't verify this, I'm not a doctor, but it's good. It's good for diabetics because there's not really any sugar in it. And this started a little bit of a dry beer craze. Well, it was enormously popular in Japan. It's the most popular beer in Japan now. And then, in America, they started the Coors Dry and the Bud Dry, and none of that caught on over here. And in fact, in 2010, Bud Dry was discontinued. It's 4.9% alcohol. It gets a C- on Beer Advocate. The bros give it a D+. It gets a poor rating on Rate Beer, and it gets an average rating on the Beer and Me. The deal about this dry beer is that it has the full alcohol punch of a regular beer, like 4.9%. Budweiser's 5%. Yet it has many light beer characteristics, very crisp, very a light characteristic, like Bud Dry was. From what I could see, this beer is made with water, barley malt, corn, rice, hops, and yeast. So corn and rice. And you may not know, the Rolling Rock is made with corn and rice. Most beers use corn or rice as an adjunct. This is using corn and rice. Okay, well, I've never had it, and I'm looking forward to it, so let's go. Twist cap. Ooh, ants on my feet. Alright, pretty good amount of smoke with this, I'll say. And it's frozen. I got it cold, 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 because it's hot, 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 and it's not going to stay cold too long. Wow, just like a Bud Dry, super thick white head, clear straw appearance with lots of bubbles streaming up. So that initially reminds me a lot of Bud Dry. By the way, this is brewed in Canada. The three top Japanese beers, Sapporo, Asahi, and Kirin Ichiban, are brewed in North America. So probably a good idea. You don't have to ship it across the ocean. This, I believe, usually comes in cans, but I bought this in Metairie, Louisiana, in the bottle. I think you more typically see it in the can. Okay. Let's give it the smell assessment. All right. Just so much grain there. Lightly roasted, bready grain, indistinguishable. Can't tell if it's rice or corn or barley, but it's just a grain roastiness. And that's a pretty creamy head. So the aroma is light but good. Now let's go with the most important part of a beer review, the taste test. You get that rush of grain, and then right after that you get this rush of bitterness, alcoholic-y sweet bitterness at the middle and end of the taste. So you really got a barley flavor, and then the alcohol comes in. You really can pick it up. It's not super strong, but you're getting it. And it is crisp, it is refreshing, it is super dry. It's of course it's not exactly like the Bud Dry. The Bud Dry was just flinty in its flavor, and I always liked it. I really liked Bud Dry, but they never promoted it. No one most people I talked to never even knew it existed for the 22 years it was on the market, 21 and a half really years. Yeah, I really like that grainy, bready smell. And I enjoy these dry, crisp beers. It's so refreshing. The drinkability is so high. And this is such a popular style in Japan. They just love crisp, dry lagers. I'm gonna go with I gotta give it another. These ants are biting my feet. I gotta give it another sip. It's got that aftertaste, and I can't describe it, but it's a good aftertaste. Graininess, I suppose, a grassiness also. I'm gonna go all the way with this. I'm gonna give it an A minus. And I was trying to say maybe a B plus, but I'm gonna give it an A minus. I think it is excellent. Just, you know, it's not outstanding or super excellent, but it is excellent. This is a very, very nice beer. So Laissez les Bon Temps Rouler. This is an excellent beer, and I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans or Baton Rouge